This track starts with an eerie alien-like wave sound before the opening beat kicks in. It's a soulful R&B-like beat with relaxed vocals during the opening chorus. Don't tell a lie on me, I won't tell the truth about you. Seems to be referring to people he knows that have been spreading rumors about him that are false, but he knows some shit about people that might ruin them. The beat remains the same while the first set of bars kick in. During this, Kendrick seems to be speaking of people's lies about him, like his fortune, for example. He believes the people talking shit about him are like snakes trying to leech off his name. It's clear that Kendrick remains hopeful of his future, even referencing love, and he is optimistic about starting. We switch to a pulse-like beat with spacey effects. Kendrick hints that if you go at him, you'll end up apologizing like previous rappers once did. He believes he's the best rapper in the game right now and his name will live on after he dies. Hence the reference that he has already died in the paranormal vibe. He's putting himself in the group of past great rappers who have died. He then goes on about his accumulated wealth and that he wants to keep in touch with his roots in Compton, even owning a condo there. It keeps him grounded and in touch with reality. He goes on about this quite a bit in To Pimp a Butterfly. Speaking of To Pimp a Butterfly, he gets a bit political, speaking of things such as he predicts the market is going to crash, touches on increased violence in the cities, and Donald Trump's possible connections with Russia. He also mentions that he believes the electoral system is dated and should go by popular vote rather than by current electoral process. This system resulted in Trump winning even though he lost by popular vote by quite a large number. Kendrick knows that he is going to get hate for this view. The track switches up to another spacey beat. Kendrick mentions getting close to M's record sales and brags about his net worth and being a savior to the rap game. He briefly touches on being sued by Bill Withers for using one of his samples, but he bounced right back larger than ever. Kendrick is also glad to be free from the burdens of a major label where he doesn't have to put out one hit after another, in a sense that he's free to be more experimental both instrumentally and lyrically. That's not him. He has the industry on its heels. He switches back to that pulse beat with that spaced out eerie sound. He spits using metaphors like Bad Daddy alluding to terrorism in Baghdad, which is clever as hell. Switching away from politics, he disses Kevin Durant after signing to the Golden State Warriors during free agency, showing that he doesn't respect people who do not show loyalty to what they seem to once represent. That Durant signed with the Warriors just because of their success. We proceed to a beat with sounds of crumbling paper thrown in, that he is filled with so many great verses that can generate revenue all day as a result. That's exactly why the crumbling paper was sampled. We get to a quick change up in beat. Kendrick mentions for Jay-Z to sit his punk ass down, and this can easily be misinterpreted as a diss to Jay-Z, but actually is more of a respect being towards him. Jay-Z was the first rapper ever put into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. It's more beef towards Drake, who constantly brags about selling platinum record after platinum record, making it sound like he is proclaiming himself as the king of hip-hop. Jay-Z declared himself the king for years. Kendrick believes Jay-Z deserved this self-proclaimed title, while Drake is not even close to being on par with Jay-Z. Kendrick sees himself as the current king. Kendrick pretty much gives us the date and title to the next album before we get to the outro. This is a great track. There are so many great things jammed into this single track. He is ready and we are hyped for the new album. Kendrick isn't afraid to set the bar high as we see this with this track release. Kendrick, you are king.